Right, something very different now with Campbell's comments. Cam Bray from NZB Standardbreds. Firstly, welcome to the show on a Sunday morning, mate.
Yeah, no, something very different. Things have changed a wee bit. The landscape's changed in New Zealand a little bit, and it's unfortunate that we've got to do it like this, but through the power of technology and Paul Campbell, we've been able to pull something together very differently.
Very differently. If I could turn my camera around and show people where I was, it would open quite a few doors. I will say we're at Tamworth for a big camp draft sale, and it's just massive. But I'll give a big shout out to Mark Barton for letting me have a couple of hours off to do this. I think it's great of him, so there's no worries there at all. But Cam, the Southern Bred, Southern Red tour is iconic, I suppose. It's a part of the landscape of the NZB Standardbred sale. And like you said, unfortunately, it's just had to be scrapped this year due to the COVID. So we decided we better do something just to help this group of breeders along.
Yeah, no, well, just with the restrictions changing here in New Zealand, it became more of a risk management type scenario with being so close to the sale and having so many guys travelling from so many different parts of New Zealand to Southland. If we all became close contacts of someone who is infected, we effectively have to be self-isolated for so many days, which just does make it tricky to have a sale. So unfortunately, they had to make the difficult decision to put it off. So hence, we are doing it virtually.
Yep, this will be a virtual. So for people that are going to be sitting back and watching, basically we've got the videos that have been uploaded onto the NZB site, catalogued with all the horses. And effectively, Cam, you're going to be given basically updates and also just some little things that you might have picked up in some of the breeding to highlight them, because we could read the pedigree pages out completely, page to page. People can do that themselves as they're looking at them and going through them. But the idea is that it might be one that you hadn't thought about. Sit back, enjoy it, and it'll come across your page and go from there. So we're going to go through. How many lots do we have, Cam? 63?
60 something, yeah. I just can't quite remember off the top of my head, but no, it's a significant part of our business. They do a fantastic job, SBSR, and for those that haven't been on the tour before, it is a fantastic thing, and it is a real shame and really bad for the poor buggers. Really do feel for those guys south, because they do put on some fantastic hospitality and a great event. So this is the least we can do.
It was a great tease last year for me, mate. I was getting on a plane and going to be there this year. But anyway, hasn't happened. But thankfully we're still able to do it this way and get the messaging out there, and we'll get it out. Campbell's comments, it won't be the last one I'll be doing for some of the guys in New Zealand too. Stay tuned, because there's going to be a few more coming towards the end of next week, but not to the scale of this, because this is quite a huge draft that we're going to get through. We'll get the ball rolling, Cam. We're going to start off with lot number 142, a Bay Colt by Peak. Out of A Touch of Sun, straight back to the Sundon family, mate.
Yeah, no, so this one here, as you said before, like 142 is on the account of White Stables. Bay Colt, as you said, by Peak from the Simon Roydmere A Touch of Sun. So she's actually now produced 12 foals to race, 8 winners, one of them being King Denny, the multiple Group 1 winner here in New Zealand. Homonym, I think it is a 4-year-old, or Homonym, I think it is, by 4-year-old. It's now had 4 wins in Victoria, so one more since the catalog went to print. And there's actually a new horse on the page there called Son of a Sun, which is a 3-year-old by Majestic Sun, who's had 2 starts to date. So that's quite an active family. And it does actually hail back, as you said, to Sundon's family, and also further back in the pedigree, it's the same family as Well Defined.
Yeah, and Homonym is got a great New Zealand connection over here in Australia. The Bronsons actually trained that one. And the Son of a Sun, I'm not sure who trains it either, but I do know the horse, and it does go very, very good. But Homonym, there's a few raps on him, so he's a horse to look out for. King Denny, a horse that I actually had a little bit to do with Cam over the journey, so he was actually a nice horse going through. Lot number 144, Cam, is a filly by Trixton, Bay filly. I hope this is the right one, because this horse looks a little bit darker than that on screen, but it's a horse that I've been given out of a unfortunate mare called Ugly Betty. Yeah,
so she a race-winning Earl mare. She won 2, and she goes back to a very, very good family. So she's a half-sister to Arnold and Daenerys Targaryen, Picario, Son of Anarchy, and Springbank Sam. She's produced 3 foals to race, 3 winners. So the dam being, as we said, a half to some very, very good horses, including Springbank Sam, the multiple Group 1 place getter. Son of Anarchy did a good job out west in WA, Group 1 winner. Picario, as we know. So this is just an out-and-out black-type family. You don't get much better than that.
No, and the great little filly there, Mexicana, in that family as well. A lot of the Australians will be well and truly aware of her deeds winning on Redwood Day. I know she probably struggled. She had a few little issues towards the latter part of her career, but she was just a cracking early juvenile, that's for sure.
No, she was very good, and unfortunately, an ill-fated Mexicana now, but no, very, very good family, black-type family, filly from a family by Trixton, who's the sire of North American winners excess of $11 million. It's a pretty good go, that.
It is indeed. I apologise to the connections of Mexicana. I didn't know that she'd passed, so I apologise for that. That was lot number 144. 148. Cam is by On Solitaire. Now, I just wouldn't mind a little, if you give me, because I do works for Harassed Trotters. This horse, I know there's some real raps on him as how he leaves them on type, but he was an unraced son from France of Ready Cash, who does take an all before him. But the On Solitaire part, because he was unraced, he's not allowed to stand in France. A lot of people say, he was sent out here because he was no good, but he could never race. He had an injury, and that's the reason why he's standing at Macar Lodge and doing a good job and getting some nice little raps about him with some of the progeny, I believe, Cam.
Yeah, no, he's a good sort, leaving good types, and like from what I've seen, there've been some good types seen, as you say, and that happens around the world with stallions. Some of the jurisdictions around the world do require them to race or race to an extremely high level. So unfortunately, due to his injury, he couldn't stand. But again, he's the first son of Ready Cash to stand in New Zealand, which is a huge plus. Ready Cash being the sire of Bold Eagle, who's now a stallion himself. His oldest New Zealand progeny is Yearlings, this time from an Armbro invasion mare 1-6 in Alina. And she in turn is a half-sister to both Musgrove, the Group 1 place getter, the flying Hardwick, who won some nice races over in your part of the world, Paul.
Yep.
So yeah, like it's another good sort, by an up-and-coming young stallion.
Nice type of horse, that too, and a nice walking horse, Cam.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. No, good. So, what I've seen of the sire, I'm really happy. Yeah,
I know, and I wear many hats, as people are aware, but and Harassed Trotters is one of those. But there's some big raps on that horse there. Lot 155 is a brown filly. This will be pretty well sought after by Father Patrick out of a Muscle Mass mare in Chevron Express. Sorry, Cam, I was doing 3 jobs at once then, and I wasn't sure where I was up to. But this is 155.
155 years. So this is on the count of Price Bloodstock. So this be a brown filly, by Father Patrick, who's done a good job. Father Patrick, he's already left a Group 1 winning 2-year-old in Sangreal for Marie Caldo over there in your part of the world. This time from a very good Muscle Mass mare in Chevron Express. She won 6, including the New Zealand Trotting Oaks at Group 2. Also won the Hambletonian Classic at Ashburton. Headed to Australia, placed at Group 1 as a 3-year-old. Now, the update here is the Falter race out of the mare in Kai Valley Picasso, now the winner of 2 in Victoria. So one of those since the catalogue went to print. And then, as you say, goes back to a trotting filly of the year there in Kathy Gallion, the Grand Dam. She in turn, so the dam's obviously a half then to those good black type performers on the page. Back to Galleon's Sunset, the Inter-Dominion trotting grand final winner at Group 1 level. And if we haven't done it yet to date, but we'll start doing it. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown, Bathurst and Need for Speed eligible. There you go to top it off.
Very good. Kai Valley Picasso is with the Lily Camp, and big raps on him. Very, very well named because he is a bit of a painting to look at him too. So he is quite a nice horse. When you said that horse, I had to go back and just check it out there. That's lot number 155. 167, you're looking after me with the Harassed Trotters. This horse is by Hughes to me, who's done a terrific job over here in Australia from limited stock so far. He's already had a Group 1 winner. His first time, might have had 2 actually, out of Filigree Cherie, a name that's not ideal for me, Cameron, that's for sure.
Yeah, so again, this is on the count of White Stables, who do a great job. In turn from the race-winning mare, who's a half-sister to Amaretto's son, who obviously being the Dominion Handicap winner at Group 1, and does make it very, very closely related to Mark Cooler, also a Dominion Handicap winner, multiple Group 1 winner. And there is in the, I just got to double check myself here while we're talking, because I remember writing this down, and I just want to make sure I have got this right. Yeah, so there is a new horse on the page here. It's called Hailstone, which is a 3-year-old from the mare by Wishing Stone, who's had 4 starts for 3 placings to date. So there you go. There's plenty going on there from a black type family. So you got Stallion and Mark Cooler back to the very, very good trotter in Lyle Creek, who needs no introduction. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Ground, Vic Bred, and Need for Speed eligible.
Yeah, when you see Lyle Creek down on the bottom of the page, I'm sure a lot of you Kiwis will be tuning in pretty quickly because, but it's just they're cracking families. I love the depth in the trotters, and it's something that's happening here in Australia. It's happening in New Zealand as well. That just the depth in the breeding ranks. And we go now to a son of Majestic Sun. I don't know how many of those there are standing in Australia, but the dam side of this horse, Lot 177, Cam, it's a terrific maternal family, and by a relatively new stallion.
Yeah, so this is again on the account of White Stables. This time the property of One Over Lodge, who actually stand the horse. Bay Colt, going by the son of Majestic Sun, in One Over the Moon. He was 2-year-old trotter of his year, and he set a New Zealand record. Won 22 races here in New Zealand, Australia, including being a Group 1 winner. In turn from a Muscle Hill mare, which is a big plus, Muscle Girl. She's the dam one-folded race 1 winner. And then she also being a half-sister to the Fiery Ginger, which was an outstanding trotter. Sire Stakes eligible, Lot 177.
It's got a lot of the good crosses on it, that side of it, hasn't it? It's with One Over Kenny as well on the other side, and then you got Sundon. It's just a really good family. And Majestic Sun last night, Majestuoso, taking out the Great Southern Star. So you don't need any more push than that to see how good the Majestic Suns are here down under, and that's on both sides of the ditch going forward. Buttons pushing, Cam, trying to get it going. We're getting there, mate. It's all right. Lot 1, number 185 is by En Solitaire out of a Moment of Beauty, for Macca Lodge.
Yeah, Macca Lodge doing the great job. There's Macca. So, yeah, the Ready Cash done again and En Solitaire. As we said before, he's the sire of Bold Eagle and is the first son of Ready Cash to stand here in New Zealand and turn from an Angus Hall mare. She, a half to Dream a Moment, the Group 3, multiple Group 3 place getter in Australia. Does hail from the same family here as Stig, the Dominion Handicap winner, Roe Cup winner, New Zealand trotting, free for all, won just about every race you would like to win the Great Southern Star elimination at Group 1. Also the family of Take a Moment. This is a good family, this. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible.
That you're going to tell me 185. That is Lot 185, and presented beautifully, and as well as the farm. And hats off to the connection to. I like it when people take pride in everything that they do, which all your vendors have done, Cam. I think they do a great job presenting the horses, especially when you've got to do it this virtual way. I think people need to be aware when they're doing videos that it potentially could be done this way. So you've got to be aware of it and on the front on the ball.
We've grown up fast when it comes to that, really. We've had to be fair. We really have, you know.
So have I, but this is still getting me. I've got to remember I've got to push so many buttons before we get back, but I'm getting there. This one, what a cracker this is. Everything except for the name. Cam, I'm not going to read the name out because I don't. I don't love you to the sky.
Let's keep it professional here, Paul. Let's keep it professional. 187, White Stable, property of One Over Lodge. So again, this is a similar family to we've had before, but this time by Love You. Now, there's very little Love Yous in our sale, and this one from memory is a real good sort of Love You, real good looking type. In turn from the Majestic Sun mare in One Over the Sky. She won 5. This is her first foal. She in turn from One Over Kenny, who we've talked about plenty of times already today, multiple Group 1 winner. The dam also being a full sister to One Over the Moon, who we've talked about. Very, very good horse. Now Stallion, and also makes it a 3/4 there to Ultimate Stride, who's a Group 1 place getter in New Zealand and multiple Group 1 winner in Australia. Now, there's some updates here. One over the Sun in the second dam there's now won 3 in Victoria and placed twice since the catalogue went to print. 1 overall, now the winner of 5, so he's won another. And this is actually the same family as Queen Alida, who you know quite well, Paul, the Victorian Trotting Oaks and the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old winner of both at Group 1, all since the catalogue went to print.
Now, I'm just going to put a little cover note on this one, Cam, from I will be professional for a sec. It's listed here as a bay colt, and the footage that I had is the right footage that's listed on the catalogue that I've been sent through, but it's clearly a chestnut.
Yes,
There's no debate. So is it a chestnut and been listed wrong, Cam, or...?
I'd say it had just been done wrong when at branding time, which is when the colours come through. So, don't stress. It is
No.
horse.
It was just one of those things that highlighted me because, I mean, the pedigree of that horse is just sensational. And Queen Alida, as you said, she's just a superstar. There's no worries there at all.
And she a chestnut?
Yes, she actually looks so much like that horse. It's not funny. So, no.
What about Ultimate Stride? What's he? Is he a chestnut?
Oh, Cameron, don't do that to me. No, I don't think so. I think he's a light bay.
Okay.
I think. Thought we were keeping this professional. We've got to keep.
Exactly.
We've got to keep going too.
We work on facts and figures. Always like you.
Breakfast TV with you and me. People are going to be like, "What is going on here?" Lot number 200. Another of the on solitaires. As my video just went for a little bit of a buffer there. Out of Springbank Ella for the Carrick, and this horse is called Carrick's Forward. An interesting name.
Yeah, so lot 200 again in the count of Macca Lodge. On solitaire, who needs no introduction. We've already given him a pretty good plug. This time from a race-winning Sundown mare. Now, that's a big plus for a lot of people. Race-winning Sundown mare. This is her third foal. Second foal is a 2-year-old. And the dam is a full sister to Springbank Richard, the Dominion Handicap winner at Group 1 level. And then you go back through, like it won the Victorian Trotters Derby at Group 1 level. So it's a Group 1 winner on both sides of the Tasman. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 200, bay colt by On Solitaire.
Now, I'm not going to do what I was going to do, Cam, because you're saying there before about Love You Colts and the likes. Lot number 201, Look at the Stars, is out of a Love You mare in 1 over the Stars by Angus Hall. Pretty sure this one's very closely related to the one we were just talking about, but I can't get back in my pages enough because going from there.
Yeah,
but,
it's from the same family, so I'd say it's a, what was the lot number we had before? 187. It's a half-sister. The dams are half-sisters between 187 and 201. White stables again, same owners, 1 over Lodge, do a great job, over this time by Andover Hall. In turn from a race-winning Love You mare who won 5. This is the first foal. So does make the dam then a full to Ultimate Stride and also half-sister, as we said before, to 1 over the Moon. This is a real black type family. So the updates being 1 over the Sky, now the winner of 6. One of those since the catalogue went to print. And 1 overall, now the winner of 5. One of those since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes eligible, lot 201.
And that horse is still just walking out there now. Yeah, they're an interesting breed, those couple of horses. They're very, very closely related, and you've got all the right crosses going through them, including, as you said, Cam, the Sundown winning. Doesn't matter which side of the ditch you're on. Sundown mares full stop, and then Sundown winning mares are always really, really key as well. Yeah. So that is the end of our trotters, I believe, and we're up to lot number 206. So that's day 1 done. I think congratulations everyone with those trotters. Some really diverse breeding there. I think it makes it really interesting. Everyone knows I'm a trotting lover and the likes of the way they were presented as well. Gone are the dark old days where it was just a trotter and people presented them how they liked and sold them how they liked. It's becoming very lucrative, the trotters, and people are respecting that and growing the business with them, aren't they?
Well, it's an uncapped market to a certain degree. We've seen some massive genetic, gain and improvement over the last few years, and like testament to this catalogue also, like yours in Australia, the numbers coming forward now. They're a real selling commodity now, which is great. It's fantastic. It's fantastic to see. And
they're selling. They've got all the right ticks with the bloodlines. They've got the Europeans. You've got Ready Cashes. You've got Sons of Ready Cashes. You've got Sons of Love Yous. You've got Majestic Sons, which are proven. You've got that right, real healthy mix coming through, which is really, really key. Rightio, we will move on to day 2 in Christchurch because, of course, all these will be selling on day 2 and day 3, or day 2 and onwards, isn't it? Really, effectively, of your NZB sale because day 1's at Karaka.
Yeah. So Karaka, obviously, then when you come to Christchurch, we have the trotters on the Monday. We're now going to start on the Tuesday horses, and then obviously Wednesday horses.
Lot number 206 is a filly called Tact Teeny, the first of the Better's Delights that we're going to be highlighting here, but it's got that golden cross, Cam, the Christian Cullen cross.
Yeah, no, definitely. So you have Better's Delight over the Cullen and Tact Lizzie. She's a proven race mare, won 10, including the New Zealand Breeders' Stakes at Group 1 level. Set a New Zealand record, did Tact Lizzie. She's the dam of 5 foals to race, 5 winners. Now, the update here, Tact Tate, who is a multiple Group 1 winner in Australia already, now the winner of 12 in the USA, one of those since the catalogue went to print. And down the bottom of the first dam, a horse called Tactori, the gelding by Rock and Roll Hanover, now the winner of 3 in Victoria and has placed again since the catalogue went to print. There's also the family of good West Australian horse and Tact Major, Tact Haley Jane, who was a good horse, Group 2 placed, and Tact Haley's Delight, who's by the same sire, so you can see the cross definitely works with the family. Sire Stakes, Nevliard, Caduceus, and Breeders' Crown eligible, lot 206.
That there's a daughter of Better's Delight. We'll keep moving because people will be watching these. Now, some of these videos have been stopped a little bit quickly because once we finish, people can go and watch them. This is just a tease so people know what's going on there, plus pedigree updates and the like so that they're aware of what's going on. We're up to now the first of the Captain Tretrises to come through the sales, and a lot of people will be very keen on these horses out of Tricky Woman by In the Pocket.
Yeah, so this one, I think it's the first horse we've had on the account of Arden Lodge, our good friends at Arden Lodge. Bay Colt, this time by the son of Some Beach Somewhere and Captain Treacherous. Now, a Stallion update there. He's the sire of 137 individual runners for 105 individual winners, 25 of those in 155 or better, including Group 1 winners in the likes of Tough Tilly. It's all about faith. This time from a fantastic family here, the In the Pocket mare and Tricky Woman, the winner of 3. Now she's produced 4 foals to race, 4 winners, including Better Tricks, the multiple Group 1 place getter, who's now won 23 in the USA and placed on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. Better Be Tricky, now the winner of 21 in Queensland and New South Wales. Copperfield, who's placed again. So the colt is a half to What a Woman, the dam of Yuko, now the winner of 7 in New South Wales, and also the dam of Manhattan, the winner of 4. And then it just goes back to Paul, probably one of the hottest families in the stud book at the moment, the Excuse Me, Have Faith in Me, Adore Me family. Sire Stakes eligible, lot 213, colt by Captain Treacherous.
It is indeed. Lot number 216 is another Bay Colt. This one, I was over there for the weanling sales and the Ultimate Machetes were very keenly sought after, Cam. Doesn't this change the pedigree page when you've got a Stallion by Better's Delight going over a mare that's by Christian Cullen? That golden cross just takes a whole new little twist to it now, doesn't it?
Especially when you look through the pedigree and you see how well the mare has crossed with the Better's Delight sire line. So Tuapeka Jessie, the filly by Better's Delight, Sugar Street, Tuapeka Light, all race winners. So it shows you the pedigree does work. So this one's lot 216, which is by a son of Better's Delight and Ultimate Machete, who will need no introduction. His oldest progeny in New Zealand or Australasia are yearlings. Out of a race-winning Christian Cullen mare and Tuapeka Maddie, who's already left 6 foals to race, 4 winners, including the Group 1 place getter Kolpeka. So Tuapeka Jessie has now won 10 in the USA, so 2 of those since the catalogue went to print. Sugar Street now the winner of 8 in WA, and has placed on 2 occasions. Second dam's Letter Talk, so the family of Mac 2, Elegant Mac, great family, Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible, lot 216.
Another Bay Colt. We've got quite a few colts coming in for the guys from Southernbreds. Southernbred straight up early in this draft. These were very, very well sought after last year, and I've heard nothing to say that they won't be really keen on them. The Down by the Seaside's another of the sons of Some Beach Somewhere. And a beautifully named horse, this one, Handsome Arden.
It must have been, Judy must have named this one after John, I'd say. This is lot 222. Again, they're good friends at Arden Lodge. So, yeah, as we've said all along, this is the hottest sire line in the world at the moment. The Sun Beach Mach 3 down by the seaside. You know, that sire line is on fire. Oldest progeny, just 2-year-olds, out of a fantastic mare in Winter Rose. She's done a fantastic job. 12 foals to race, 10 winners. Look at the black type, one dam on the page. So you have here Better Strike, the Better Strike, who's a multiple Group 1 winner, Arden's Choice, Rock and Roll Arden, so Southwind Arden, the mother of South Coast Arden by Some Beach Somewhere. So it does show you they're very, very closely related. Now the winner of 12, which those two wins, one of those two wins recorded is the New Zealand Free for All on Cup Week at Group 1 level.
Yep.
And he also did place in the Group 1 New Zealand Cup, so that isn't in the catalogue. So there's an update to your catalogue. Sire Stakes eligible, lot 222.
Timing can be everything, Cam, with inbreeding, and we all know it's a cut, touch and go sometimes which stallions you go to, but in Australia, especially right at the minute, Sweet Lou is definitely the flavour of the month, and who knows what might happen. This is a pre-record on a Saturday night. The Hunter Cup winner might come out and be by Sweet Lou as well, and to get a filly with this maternal line, this is a cracking filly. I reckon a lot of people will be looking at her.
Yeah, so just for your own information, all our faithful listeners out there, there is a stallion update. He is the sire of 186 runners for 128 winners. Now a sire of the Group 1 winning Spirit of St. Louis. Hopefully by the time this goes to air, could be another. But this is a filly, as we said, from the Better's Delight mare here in Zaria. She's the dam of 2 foals to race. She does hail back from the Pacing Grace family, so the dam being a half to both Pacing Major, the Welcome Stakes winner at Group 2, multiple Group 1 placed, so all you need is faith. 3 ways, Aladdin, American Dealer. It's a good family. This probably one of the better Sweet Lou's out and about, who's over in your part of the world now in Aladdin with Greg Norman. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown eligible. Filly, lot 223.
Absolutely, and as I said, timing can be everything. But you get into this game like we want. We're going to have obviously the horse people watching it and the likes, Cam. But we also want, I suppose, the people to invest in the game. And if you're someone that wants to get into the game and invest, buying fillies is nearly the way to go, because then you can get that return, get back breeding and try and breed your own Aladdin, American Dealer, any of those sort of horses going forward. These sort of families are going to be keenly sought after. And it's a little bit of an embarrassment of riches in your catalogue, because there's some great families that just stringed along, some real quality fillies this year being on offer.
Oh, it is, and we all know that when you buy a filly out of a sale like this, who have incentivised race series too, the sheer numbers in the catalogue, you are a very good chance buying a filly, because there's obviously a lot less than there is colts in the sales. They are from the highest performing families in Australasia. If you're a betting person, which most of us are, I'd say you're odds on if you bought a filly.
Yep, I totally agree. Lot 224 is by Always Be Mickey. Don't have to say a lot more. They're really hit the ground running. You've got an update for him, Cam, as I get the video playing. But he's done a great job in Australia and also in North America.
Yeah, so White Stables again, our good friends at White Stables, property of Mr. Lou Driver this time. So Always Be Mickey. The update here is he's now the sire of 67 individual runners, 38 of those individual winners, including especially a very good horse here in New Zealand called Franco Indy that Mark Purden and the stables, the All-Star Stables. But he's left them all around Australia. Tricky Mickey, the Mickey Taker, Taking the Mickey, You're So Fine, Montana Glory. They're all around Australasia. This time from a Mikado mare in Zanardo. She's done a very, very good job at Zanardo, so she's left Elroy Jetson. This is the family here of Luke John, which ironically came out of this draft a few years ago. The family also here of Drum Withers, Zanara, Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible, lot 224.
Lovely colt too, he, just especially as he finished off. Some of the names, Cam, I do want to keep it roll along because I don't want people to, but we go from St John 8 to Elton J. I do love the names that can come up in this sale. And this is another Always Be Mickey coming along here, but there's some ripping names in this sale.
Yeah, I know. We it's not mandatory now to name them, so you see some of them aren't named, but like a lot of people do. There's some fantastic, when you actually get in and talk to the people and get the background, the names do mean quite something at the end of it. But this is 228, White Stables, property of Big Stone Lodge, Bay Colt, again by Always Be Mickey, as I said before, he's done a great job. This time from the race-winning Christian Cullen mare in Zingara, she won 5. She has now the dam of 3 to race 3 winners, including Laredo Torpedo, now the winner of 6 in the States. Zinny Mac, obviously, Freddie Sam. As an update here, she has actually the dam of 4 foals to race 3 winners because Constance Clear, the 3-year-old by Art Major, has had 4 starts to date. Now, this does go back to one of the best families in the stud book, the family of Regina. So this is the Black Myrie family, Black Watch family, for those old enough to remember. The family of Laura Ella and Express Stride. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Vic Bred eligible. Look, 228, colt here by Always Be Mickey.
We go from an Always Be Mickey colt to a filly that's going to be keenly sought after Fear the Dragon. They were so well, people were so keen on them last year, Cam. Another offered up by Arden Lodge, and John Stiving sent me some stats, but I reckon you'll have most of those on Fear the Dragon.
Yes, so Fear the Dragon obviously, he was stood on behalf of down there in Southland with Macca Lodge again, so it's good to see. But like Macca, he has the side in North America, the winners of just short of $1 million, 7 of those in 55, including Dragon Lady, Self-Made, Dragon's Revenge. The oldest progeny are just yearlings here in New Zealand. Obviously, he did a season in Australia before coming to New Zealand. This time out of an Arts Place mare in Arden Art. Now, she's the dam of 5 foals to race 3 winners, with the new horse on the page, a horse called You Can Fly. Arden, who's placed, and also Stella Arden, who's now placed on 3 occasions since the catalogue went to print. The family also here of Arden Banner, who's a Group 1 winner, is a 2-year-old. The family of Arden's Darlin, so there's a Celestial Arden, this is a good family, this. Sire Stakes, Nevliar and Caduceus eligible. It's got 232, a filly by Fear the Dragon.
And John's also pointed out to me there, Cam, it's a similar cross to that of Foiled Again, who I think he was actually enforced to retire because I think he raced, he got to the age limit. I don't think he retired for hurt or anything else like that. He was the winner of $7 million in stakes, which is just incredible. So it's that same sort of a cross as well.
Longevity.
Longevity, exactly. But a filly, you get them in the breeding barn just as quickly as you can. For Bodine Lodge, just making sure I'm right. Yes, we got lot number 233. Another Always Be Mickey out of the Bettor's Delight mare in Absolutely Delighted, Cam.
Yeah, so this again a colt by Always Be Mickey. As we said, he doesn't need a lot of introduction. He's the sire of Franco Indy for those here in New Zealand, and he's the sire of taking the Mickey, as we said before, the Mickey take, etc., etc. In turn from the Bettor's Delight mare, and that does hail back to the family here of Absolutely Brilliant, the Group 1 place getter of the Nevliar Fillies final. The family also here of Pacific Rain, who did a good job in America. She's Smooth, or While She's Smooth, as you'll know over there in Australia. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown, Vic Bred and Bathurst eligible, lot 233, a colt by Always Be Mickey.
Lovely type of colt there too. We move to 236, a sports rider filly, and whenever I think of sports riders, I always think of Nicky No-No, and it might be a horse you guys over there in New Zealand know a lot about, but just an exceptionally high speed filly, and this filly here looks like a little bit of a goer as well, Cam.
Yeah, so this time again on the count of Shard Farm, the son of Arts Place and sports rider, as we said before, he's doing a good job here. Probably a lot of people in New Zealand will remember our Uncle Sam, who had a quick stint out here in New Zealand, Mitch Maguire, etc. This time from a Christian Cullen mare. Now, she's produced 5 foals to race 4 winners, including Rockin' Shard, who's now the winner of 19 in the USA and placed it on 4 occasions since the catalogue went to print. She's also the producer of Briley Shard, now the winner of 4 in WA, and Aztec Shard, who has placed again on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. The dam, she being a half to New Age Man, Cool Age Man, there's a good family this. Sire Stakes, Nevelier, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and Bathurst eligible. This is lot 236, a filly by Sports Rider, which we don't have that many in the sale by the sire.
No, and a little unknown fact for a lot of the Australians that might be watching this, Sports Rider actually stands in New Zealand now, doesn't he? So he is over in that side, domicile to the side of the ditch. Cam's not sure on that one. He's going to, yes?
Not sure, to be honest. I can't confirm or deny, but you'll know.
Just say yes. It's
yes,
always...
You're the fountain of knowledge.
Do you think, I think that John might have wanted to keep this next one. Yeah, I heard it. It's going through the keeper because we're only halfway through, or maybe not even that. Lot number 240. I reckon John wanted to keep this horse. For Always Arden by Always Be Mickey out of Arden's Darlin, lot number 240, Cam.
Yeah, 240 again, our good friends at Arden Lodge. This is a family we've had through before, but Arden's Darlin being a Bettor's Delight mare who won 5, including the New Zealand Yearling Sale Pace, which unfortunately here in New Zealand isn't a Group 1 race, but it's restricted. She a multiple Group 1 place getter as a 2-year-old, and in the Caduceus Club Classic, she's produced 3 foals to race 2 winners, and 2 good winners too. In Celestial Arden, the Group 3 winner there in the J.D. Watts Memorial, placed in the Sunshine Sprint up there in Queensland. Arden Voyager, who placed in the Breeders' Crown Paces Free-for-All Group 2, including the South Australian Derby. Now, in the second dam, you'll see Arden Sweetheart. Just an update there, has now placed on 3 further occasions since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 240, a bay colt by Always Be Mickey.
And Always Be Mickey features again in lot number 245, and it's going to be a little bit interesting because the next two are very closely related, 245 and 246, but we will give them both as much time as each other. But this one here is out of Bodine's Babe, and it's just listed as a bay filly too. You always get to name these horses, Cam.
Yeah, it's not mandatory anymore. Used to have to name them, but you don't have to now. So especially some of the bigger studs, it can become quite a task when trying to come up with new names every year. But this is 245, again on the count of Bodine breeding. This time Bay Filly by Always Be Mickey, and turn from the in the pocket mare in Bodine Babe. She's the dam now of 10 foals to race, 8 winners. One of those being Bodine Boaz. Very, very good horse in WA. Good horse here in New Zealand too, but very good job in WA, including the Fremantle Cup at Group 1, the Gold Nugget, Derby, the Golden Slipper Stakes, all at Group 1 level. Bodine Bad Babe, so she a Group 1 winner of the 4-year-old mare's Diamond of the Jewels. And she's gone on to be a fantastic producer now, a producer of the multiple Group 1 place getter Bad to the Bone. She's now the dam of Bodine Rock and Roll, the 2-year-old by, as you can imagine, a rock and roll dance. She's had 1 start to date. This filly here, Sire Stakes, Nevelier, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown, Vic Bred, and Bathurst eligible. So I tell you, if it's half a chance, you're going to be travelling all around the world with this filly. Lot 245, Bay Filly by Always Be Mickey.
And then you get that residual factor of the breeding barn as well afterwards, Cam. And we'll roll straight into lot 246 because a lot of what you said there is going to be replicated. But this horse is a bay colt by Bettor's Delight out of a sister to or daughter of Bodine Babe. But a proven cross at works is always one of the key things to look for when you go into a sales, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. And this is on the account of our good friends Duncragan Farm. So the Robinson family there from Wyndham and Southland. This is again by Bettors out of the Art Major mare, daughter of Bodine Babe, as we said before. She's left a winner, has the dam, Bodine Major Babe and Bodine Beach Babe, who's a Group 3 place getter, or multiple Group 3 place getter in WA. And we just fire back into the same family we had before. The update, which I didn't give you with Bad to the Bone, is it's now placed on 9 occasions, which it did place in the Group 3 Franklin Cup since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Bathurst eligible. Lot 246, a bay colt by Bettor's Delight. And I don't know, Paul, if you know, but there's not a lot of Bettor's Delight colts in the Christchurch part of the sale. So
no, that has actually been pointed out to me. I said, well, he's a real looker, that bloke too, isn't he? Like, he's got a bit of look at me about him. He stands up and goes there. This is a real interesting one. The next one, Cam, we're going to cover off on lot number 249. Interesting crosses and what you can get sometimes. This is by Fear the Dragon, who was keen last year out of a Sunbeach Somewhere mare in Arden's Rose.
Yeah, so this is 249, again on the account of Arden Lodge, if you're legendary Arden. So they must have named this one after you, Paul. Bay Colt, said by Fear the Dragon, out of the Sunbeach Somewhere mare. It goes back to the absolute fantastic family, the family here of Arden's Rose. So it goes back to Garden Rose, to in turn from Winter Rose, we had this pedigree through before. So you got the likes of Group 1 horses on the page, Group 1 performed horses and Better Strike, Arden's Choice, Rock and Roll Arden. Southwind Arden, obviously the mother of South Coast Arden, with the update I gave you before, now the 12 wins, including the New Zealand free-for-all at Group 1 level, placed in the New Zealand Cup, and also the good horse on the bottom of the page, Platinum Stride. Sire Stakes eligible again, lot 249, Bay Colt by Fear the Dragon.
Yeah, and just anyone that's watching that footage, go and watch it. Unfortunately, just might have chopped his head off a little bit. It's just no excuses, but it just gets a little bit tricky just to make sure I've got them in the right position from time to time. And Cam, you did a good job of just giving me 5 minutes to change screens over and go from there, because we're now up to lot number 250. A filly by Art Major out of the Village Jasper mare, which you don't see a lot of, especially in New Zealand, and breath of life.
Yeah, so this is on the count of Shard Farm here, as aged. Bay filly, again by the son of Arts Place and Art Major. Needs no introduction. It's a fantastic sire. Yeah, probably out of a bit of a obscure dam sire here in Village Jasper, but probably one of the better ones going round, and Breath of Life. She won the Northern Breeders' Stakes at Group 1, placed in the Queen of Hearts at Group 1 level, set a New Zealand record. She's a dam of 5 foals to race, 5 winners, including a very, very good horse here in Fight for Glory, which does make the filly a foal to Fight for Glory, the multiple Group 1 winner in New Zealand and Australia. So I don't know about filly buys, but for me, fillies, you look for Oaks. So this is a foal to a multiple Oaks winner, the New Zealand Oaks, the New South Wales Oaks, the Queensland Oaks, the Gold Coast Oaks. The update here is Aiming for Glory, the filly at the bottom of the first line of the pedigree here by Bettor's Delight, now a race winner and pacing in 2 minutes. So Sire Stakes, Nevelier and Caduceus eligible, lot 250, a bay filly by Art Major.
Yeah, and you say there before about fillies and buying fillies. The return is with the Art Majors here in Australia. They're that keen. People are that keen on them in the breeding barn. Horses like Al Golden Goddess and that, they're keen to get after them because they cross so well with so many stallions as well. So again, another that you and I have been banging on for. Yeah, you do. Exactly. It's options, isn't it, Cam? It's things that you can get the other side of it. They're going there. Sweet Lou. And this is another bay filly. The couple of Sweet Loos we've had go through so far, Cam, very plain. We haven't got a lot of bling, but I think we've got a couple coming in later on. But this is a lovely bred filly out of the Badlands Hanover mare in Bodine Blinks.
Yeah, again on the count of Bodine breeding again, 253. So Bodine Blinks, this is the first foal of her. She in turn from Bodine Babe. So this is the family we've had through before. So it's a Group 1 family, the family of Bodine Boaz, the 2-year-old Group 1 winner, and headed to Australia, won the Fremantle Cup, Gold Nugget, the Derby, the Slipper Stakes. We've had this family through before. The family of Bodine Bad Babe, obviously the dam of Bad to the Bone, who, with the update there, has placed at Group 3 since the catalogue went to print. The family also here of With Grace, current horse in New Zealand, 5 Bangles, now 1-2 in WA. Sire Stakes, Nevelier, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and Bathurst eligible, 253, filly by Sweet Lou.
Now, Cam, I am hoping we go to lot number 262 because I seem to have a big gap between my catalogue, which we have, so I'm good to go.
Cool.
This horse, for certain parts of New Zealand, is just shockingly named Never Seen the Rain. Some people in New Zealand are sick of seeing the rain, Cam.
definitely been a wee bit wet here in the west coast of New Zealand in the last few days. And to be fair, in Canterbury, we've had probably one of our best seasons we've had in modern history. But this is 262 here on the account of Shard Farm. Bay Colt by Always Be Mickey, as we said before. He's done a great job as the sire. In turn from the Art Major mare in Craft Beer. This is her first live foal. She in turn from the Elsu mare Bella Arden. And then it does go back to the same family we've had a couple of times today, this fantastic maternal family of Winter Rose. So this is Better Strikes family, Arden's Choice, Rock and Roll Arden, Southwind Arden, obviously the mother, as we've said before, of South Coast Arden, which does have the 12 wins now, including the New Zealand Free-for-All, a cup week at Group 1 level, and did place the New Zealand Cup. Sire Stakes eligible, this is lot 262, a Bay Colt here by Always Be Mickey.
It is indeed. Now you've got me well and truly on the hop, Cam. This one. I was waiting for this one to come through. Now I say about cleverly named horses, and I can't believe this one can get through. But of course, by the proven superstar in American Ideal out of Classical, Bryson DeChambeau. I reckon you can't wait for this one to come into the sale ring and be able to auction off Bryson DeChambeau, Cam.
Well, he's a superstar, isn't he? So odds on this bloke, he's going to be a superstar. And it's actually bred by Mr. Brad Reid himself, for those that know Brad. He works for Harness Racing New Zealand, the breeding manager at Harness Racing New Zealand here. But it's on the account of White Stables, as you said before, named after the very good golfer himself and Bryson DeChambeau. Bay Colt by American Ideal. Now, big note here about America, I think he's one of the only colts, or very few colts in the sale by the sire. From the very good Soki's Adamir in Classical, she won 5 as a 2- and 3-year-old, including the Caduceus Club Classic at Group 1 level, won the 2-year-old sire stakes final. Placed in the New Zealand Oaks, went to Victoria, placed in the Victorian Oaks at Group 1 level, and also the Australian Oaks. She's the dam of 6 foals to race, 6 winners, including Classic Nymph, the dam of My Kiwi Mate, who's a very good horse.
Yep.
Went pretty good up around your part of the world in Bendigo too, winning the Bendigo Cup at Group 2 level. Now, the update is My Kiwi Lady, now the winner of 15 in the USA, so 3 of those since the catalogue went to print. And in the bottom line of the pedigree there, a horse called Cha Cha B, now the winner of 4, one of those since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Vic Breed eligible. Lot 267, a Bay Colt by American Ideal.
Yes, and it's interesting there's not a lot of colts in the sales because I think they're very hard to get as well by American Ideal. It's interesting some of them don't come along. The next one, again, we say about those crosses, and we said before about Better's the Lights over Christian Cullen mares. Well, you've got a Mach 3 mare here over a Better's Delight Stallion in betting line, lot number 276, offered up by Macar Lodge.
Now, I have, just quickly, if you press pause on your video, I reckon I have one here called 271. Now, this won't be, this is probably because I don't think there was a video put up for this horse. But I just think we need to mention it on the way through, Paul, if you don't mind.
Just give me one.
Yep,
we're going back. No, it's okay. So we're back just so people can see us. I just get it. It's fine. We'll go back to that. Sorry, I didn't get that one listed. So, yeah, I apologise.
No, that's all right, because I don't think, I think there was no video at the time. So 271 is on the count of Shard Farm. This is a filly by Sweet Lou out of the Better's Delight mare here in Delightful Shard, the first foal of the mare. In turn from Shards of Flying, so the dam being a half to the very good horse in America, and Regal Ideal, closely related here to Sly Flyham, the multiple Group 1 winner here in New Zealand, and did a good job in Australia. Also the same family as Smiling Shard, the multiple Group 1 winner, both in New Zealand and a Group 1 winner in Australia. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and Bathurst eligible. Lot 271, filly by Sweet Lou.
Yeah, we must reiterate there, that's lot number 271. I'm sure a lot of people will be putting this in their pocket and listening to us and going around doing things just to get the updates, so they won't worry as much. But yeah, we must make sure Sweet Lou, Better's Delightful Shard, but yeah, no video. So that's how I was doing my run sheet. So that's unfortunately why we skipped over that one. So I do apologise to Connections.
That's all right, mate.
But it is actually an honest mistake. Now we'll go back to the Better's Delight, or the betting line, Black Colt out of Oh, Debnita Rose. Am I going to go with that, Cam?
Debonita Rose, bang on, Paul. Geez, you're a whiz.
I'll go with that. I don't know why I have a show where I get devoted to talking when I can get me tongue so twisted, mate.
So this is on the account of a likely bunch here, the Macca Lodge crew, but the property of Mr. Paul Hales, Johnny Turner and Kane McIntyre. Black Colt by the son of Bettor's Delight here in betting line, and turn from the race-winning Mac 3 mare, Debonita Rose, the winner of 4. This is the first colt of the mare. The first foal's a 2-year-old. The dam's in turn from Glenburn Rose, so she the dam of 5 to race 5 winners, including Glenburn Jewel, being the dam of a horse you'll know reasonably well in Boots Electric.
Yep.
Now the winner of 11 in Victoria, including the Cobram Cup there at Group 3 for our good old friend up there in Cobram. And also Smoking Annie, now the winner of 6 with a recent win in Invercargill just a couple of weeks ago. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 276, a colt by betting line.
He, lovely upstanding colt too. He's got a bit of presence about him, just looking at him there walking along. Lot 277, a horse called Kentucky Rain by Always Be Mickey out of Delightful My Soul. It's a filly, actually. I apologise,
yeah.
Filly.
It's a filly, yeah. On this on the account of our good friend Stephen Bowkey from Invercargill. Brown filly this time. This is 277. Again by Always Be Mickey. This time from the Bettor's Delight mare here in Delight My Soul. She the winner of 7. This is her second foal. First foal's a 2-year-old. The dam, she also being a half here to I'm All About the Base. She's now the winner of 7 in 25 places. So she's had a further 5 placings since the catalogue went to print. The dam also a half to Circus Flyer, the dam of Raptors Flight, now the winner of 6 in the USA. And Major Jealous, now the winner of 6, one of those since the catalogue went to print. And this does go back to the family here of Corby. So this is the Black Watch family again. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and Vicbred eligible. Another one of these fillies that if you're a chance, you're going to travel pretty much all around Australasia. This is lot 277, filly by Always Be Mickey.
A lot of nice quality fillies. We said it at the start of the show. It's a great way to get involved in the sport and have a lot of fun and be in it for the long haul. Lot 279 is a Sweet Lou with just a touch of bling. Still not a lot of bling on any of these Sweet Loos that we've got in the catalogue this year. You Kiwis got to lift your game on the bling, but out of the Mac 3 mare in Dulce De Niro. No, it's not. It's out of Spice De Niro, is it? Yes, sorry. I apologise again, Cam. I'm getting myself tongue-tied.
What are we up to? We're locked to
279.
279?
Yep.
Yeah, 279 here. So it was on the count of Shard Farm, 279. The Sweet Lou horse again by the Mac 3 dam there in Dulce Denario. This is her second foal. First foal's a 2-year-old. She, in turn, a half-sister to Mongolian Conqueror, who's now the winner of 6 and placed on 10 occasions. She then does hail from the family here of Stylish Sweetheart, the Te Awamutu Juvenile Stakes winner at Group 2 level, placed as a Group 1 as a 2-year-old. There's the family also here of Gomeo Romeo, the Group 1 winner of the Noel Taylor Memorial Mile. The family here of McIntosh, she's doing a fantastic job up there in the USA. The family also have Let It Ride, Double or Nothing, and Louis the Punter. So you can see the crosses work well there with the likes of Louis the Punter. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and Bathurst eligible. Lot 279, a filly by Sweet Lou.
Now, Cam, we're just going to let that one play just a little bit longer because...
That's all right, because I don't think you'll have on your list 280, do you?
No, I do not.
So give me a chance to talk on the back of that.
It's another one. We'll just let this filly play out just that little bit longer because unfortunately I didn't change the screen over. We're juggling things left, right and centre. So you're going to do lot number 280.
I'm just going to talk about 280. There's no videos available at the time of this feature film. So
feature
this is 280 on the 280 on account of our good mate Rusty Neville there at Moa Creek. So this is probably the most isolated standardbred breeder in New Zealand. Very picturesque location. This time by the son of Western Ideal in Rock and Roll Hanover. In turn from the Arts Place mare. So do you know what the significance there is, Paul?
No.
He's bred on the same cross as King of Swing.
Wow.
This time from the Arts Place mare and Don't You Want Me Baby. This is her third foal, first colt. She in turn a half-sister to All On Black. The Bettor's Delight horse, the winner of 2. The family here of Bonton Boy goes back to a good old family here in Fleet Magic. The Sapling Stakes winner at Group 2. The family also of the West Australian Derby place getter at Group 1 in Macca. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 280, colt by Rock and Roll Hanover.
We then go, Cam, to lot number 281. You're doing a good job, mate, because I'm just flicking them back over to you. But this is a bay colt by Always Be Mickey out of the Christian Cullen mare, and I'm going to let you say that name because that's going to get my tongue for sure.
Oh, this is Dodinka's Angel, Paul. You would have got that. No trouble at all.
I've got it now.
Absolute professional like you. 281 again on our good account of the good friend at Macca Lodge. Always Be Mickey out of the race-winning Cullen mare, Dodinka's Angel. She's the dam of 3 foals to race 2 winners, including He's Perfectly Ideal, or Perfectly Ideal, depending on which side of the ditch you live, who's placed on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. Also Delightful Dude, the winner of 7 in New South Wales, so there's a further 3 of those since the catalogue went to print, including, ironically, Paul, he won the Tamworth Golden Guitar at Group 3 recently, so just where you are located presently. Second dam B Dudinka, so this is the same family here as Pembroke Playboy, who's placed on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print, including the Ashburton Flying Stars at Group 2, and also the recent Invercargill Cup at Group 3. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Vic Bred eligible, lot 281, colt by Always Be Mickey.
Now, Cam, some people are going to say you possibly should have a hat on when you're doing this. Every now and then you just bend over and they're getting the, and unfortunately I can't see it until I take the videos off. So I do apologise to people. It is meant to be a G-rated show, but every now and then we get that, so it's all good. Cleverly named 284, I'm presuming we're going to, Cam,
Yep.
for the Mies in Sure to Rise, of course, being by Lazarus, the first one we've spoken about. Doesn't he change up a catalogue with his pedigree, Cam?
Oh, well, it probably is the best credentialed, for the want of a better term. We don't like using this term, colonial sire, since probably Cullen, I would think. Lazarus, he won it all. He won 26 races in all. He won the New Zealand Cup twice, the free-for-all, the Derby, the Sire Stakes 3-year-old final. He's a very, very good racehorse now, sire. His oldest progeny in Australasia are yearlings, obviously. This time from a Washington VC mare. So that does make the filly a half to Lanakai, the Sun Beach Somewhere horse, now the winner of 2 in New South Wales. Does go back to second dam being Crystal, so the dam is a full reel. The Great Northern Oaks winner at Group 1 level went to Australia, won the New South Wales Oaks and the Ladyship Mile, both at Group 1 level. And more importantly is the dam of the very good Myfield Marshall. Multiple Group 1 winner, Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and New South Wales Breeders' Challenge eligible. This is lot 284. Bay filly by the new horse Lazarus.
And with breeding, Cam, and the intrigue with Lazarus, but you've got my field marshal who's standing at stud, isn't he? At in Queensland, I believe too. So you get that little twist as well in the breeding that you don't know where that could end up, like going forward. That's for sure. So very, very interesting. I'm going with 288 now, Cam, for Shard Farm. Always Flynn by Always Be Mickey out of Falcons Fly by a bay colt with a lot of bling on him. He's not a Sweet Lou. He's definitely an Always Be Mickey.
This is 288, yeah. So, as you said, by Always Be Mickey, in turn from the Falcons Silverstone Falcons Flyby. She's the dam of 6 foals to race, 5 winners, and one of those being a lot better. Now, the winner of 24 in the USA, so 3 more since the catalogue went to print, and is also placed on 2 occasions. He Can Fly, now the winner of 24 in the USA, who's also placed again on 3 occasions. Fleeting Grin, the winner of 11, and placed on 33 occasions. Blitz and Buy, now a new winner in WA, the winner of 6 since the catalogue went to print, and placed on 1 occasion. Then goes back to a very good family, the family here of Flying Pocket Lands, Mighty Flying Thomas, Mighty Flying Mac. Needs no introduction, that family. It's a fair dinkum good sort family, that. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Vic Bred eligible. 288, Bay Colt by Always Be Mickey.
It's quite incredible how we throw to segues, I suppose. Cam, we're up to 291. You just finished off with the Fleet's Pocket and that Mighty Flying, all family. And we go from that one to a Sweet Lou that's out of that family. And just a cracking pedigree page, isn't it? Lot number 291. Just pad out for now. We're right now, Cam. I've got it now, so it's all going. No, it doesn't want to go, but it is going. We're right. Away you go.
We're away in racing. Okay, so White Stables. Tim and Julie will have the guts for garters. White Stables, property of One Over Lodge again. This time a bay colt by Sweet Lou, out of the family we just talked about. Now, the interesting thing here, Paul, dam of 13 foals to race, 12 winners, including Flying Pocket Lands, the Group 1 winner of the Caduceus Club Classic, Mighty Flying Thomas, the Group 3 place getter in WA, Mighty Flying Mac, the Group 3 winner of the Hannah Memorial, placed at Group 1 on multiple occasions, set a New Zealand record, Mighty Flying Deal, Mighty Flying Major, Mighty Flying Art, who's now placed again on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. This is a good family. Size stakes eligible, lot 291, a bay colt by Sweet Lou.
It's an embarrassment of riches when you only have one dam on a page, but when you can't put all the winners in, that's even worse. Yeah, there's only 9. There's only 9 there. They're all black type. She's left 12 winners. There's 3 that can't even make the page in the breeding. That is an impressive family, that's for sure. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of people keen to check him out and have a look at him. That's for sure. 295. Bit like you, this one, Cam, Built for Glory by Better's Delight out of Fight for Glory. I get to talk first, so I'm going to win this argument. You know that, don't you?
No, I'm more like a horse in the second dam there called Hoping for Glory. But anyway, this is 295, bay colt again, and a colt by Better's. There's not many of them in the sale. Out of the Art Major mare in Fight for Glory, so this is the family we had through earlier. Because we obviously had one out of Breath of Life, obviously, before. This one out of the daughter in Fight for Glory. She's a very, very good race mare in Fight for Glory. The Oaks winner, Queen of Hearts at Group 1 level. She won the New South Wales Oaks and the Queensland Oaks, Gold Coast Oaks, when every Oaks available. Now, new horse on the page, and Glory's Delight, the 4-year-old from the mare. She's had 4 starts for 3 placings to date, so that's a big update to the catalogue. Second dam is Breath of Life, as we had before. So the dam being a half-sister to G.I. Joe was a good horse here in New Zealand. Dream of Glory, Honour of Glory, Hoping for Glory, and now another horse called another horse in Aim for Glory, who's won again since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 295, a bay colt by Better's Delight.
Proven crosses, Cam. Better's Delight over that family. You get G.I. Joe, obviously, out of the second dam, so that part will work. The Art Major will only complement it. But I can say I had a lot to do with G.I. Joe. Merv Butterworth owned him, and we had him at our place probably for 6 months. Would not get a lovelier horse as far as a temperament goes as well. And I know that doesn't necessarily win your races, but when I saw him there, and I must have been daydreaming on the one before, I just thought you got to compliment a horse like him, whoever bred him in that, because he was just the loveliest horse to do anything with. G.I. Joe. He was a real gentleman of one of Merv's long list of horses, that's for sure. We are with Sweet Lou out of Galleon's Cheer, lot number 298 for Bodine breeding, Cam.
Yeah, 298. Sweet Lou out of the Albert mare here in Galleon's Chair. She won 5 as a turn 3-year-old to Galleon's Chair. She's the dam of 7 foals to race, 5 winners, including Cheer the Lady, the very good New Zealand Oaks winner here at Group 1 level. Won the Breeders' Crown 3-year-old final at Group 1. Also the dam here of Galleon's Honour, who was a race-winning Cullen mare, but more importantly, the dam of Duke of Wellington. Won the Southern Supremacy Stakes final at Group 2, and is the dam of Duke of Cornwall, who's now won 4 since the catalogue went to print. One of those winning performances coming in 152.6, and has subsequently been sold for quite a significant sum and been sent to McCarthy Stables in Sydney, I believe, for his 3-year-old campaign. Also the family of Rise Above This, now the winner of 7 in New South Wales, so one of those since the catalogue went to print. The family also here of Lucky Galleon, who's registered a West Australian win since the catalogue went to print. Goes back to Spanish Armada, Supreme Dominator. This is a good family. Sire Stakes, Nevelier, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown, Bathurst again. As we've said already, with the likes of Oaks and bits and pieces on the page. Lot 298, Bay Filly by Sweet Lou.
Supreme Dominator down there, Cam, since I reckon that's gone to print, won the Cranbourne Pacing Cup, contested the Bendigo Ballarat Cups. I'm not sure if he's in the Hunter Cup tonight either, but he's done a great job for Joe Pace, and he's got plenty more racing to go, that's for sure. So there's another bit of an update there going on. Another from Makar Lodge. This one is by Fear the Dragon, out of a Courage Under Fire mare. You don't see a lot of those in the catalogue, Cam.
No, we haven't. And this is lot 300. So getting closer, as we said, is a Courage Under Fire mare. This fourth foal, third foal is a 2-year-old. The goes back to the second dam here, so the dam being a full sister here to Holy Grail, who's a handy enough sort of horse. It's won over 100,000 in WA. Now gone to America, the winner of 11 up there, placed on 3 further occasions. And does go back to a very good family, the family here of Laurent Perrier. So by one of you can see what's going on here. The family have bred with the Courage, so the same sire as Lonkham, who's a very good horse by the sire, the Group 1 winner. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 300, a bay colt by Fear the Dragon.
We then move to lot number 302, a filly by Art Major out of a Christian Cullen mare. So that's enough to make anyone sit up. Follow the Dream was the dam, and this horse, of course, is called, what is it called? Dream Maker. Sorry, Cam, I'm pushing too many buttons and get myself confused.
Not Maker. Breaker.
Dream Breaker.
Dream Breaker.
Wow, that's a tragic name.
Yeah.
Dream Breaker. But a beautiful filly here by Art Major.
And this is a very, very good filly family too, this. 302, Art Major, out of the Cullen, as we said, the Follow the Dream. So the update here is Some Dream Somewhere, the half relation to the filly, is now race winner. Now won one race and placed on 3 occasions. Second dam being the Bandlands Hanover mare in Western Dream, the winner of the New Zealand Oaks. Ding, 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 as we said before about Oaks fillies. Caduceus Club at Group 1, the Neville fillies final. She left the very good Cullen racehorse, which is a full to Follow the Dream in Western Cullen. The Group 1 place getter here in New Zealand, multiple Group 1 place getter, and won the Golden Slipper Stakes at Group 1 level in Australia. The third dam, Dreamy Adam, so very bred on very close lines here with Christian Dreamer. Obviously the dam of the very good horse in Amazing Dream, racing tonight over in your part of the world for Nathan Purdon, who's already done a very good job, including the Auckland Cup at Group 1 level, the Northern Derby, won the Rising Sun at Group 1 level, and the Blacks of Fate. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown, Vic Red, and Bathurst eligible. Lot 302, a bay filly by Art Major. Strong filly too, isn't she? The closing video footage just seen, she's a very, very strong type of filly. And the last one to go through on day 2, so we want people to stay around and watch this, is lot number 310, a bay colt by Always Be Mickey out of Good to Go Denario, offered up by Denario Breeding. This is the last lot for on day number 2, Cam. Yeah, this is the night watchman for going to block out the day for us. On Tuesday night, lot 310 on the count of Denario Breeding there. Always Be Mickey again, this time out of the race-winning Presidential Bull mare. Now there's some big updates in this family. So she's the dam of 3 foals to race 3 winners, including Nota Bene Denario, who's now the winner of 6 in West Australia. So 3 of those coming since the catalogue went to print. Has also placed on 3 occasions. Satchmo, the Sweet Lou horse, now won 2 in New Zealand, has also placed in Victoria since the catalogue went to print. And this is the family here of Shelby Bromack, the Tasmanian Cup final winner there at Group 2 level. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 310, a bay colt by Always Be Mickey. We then move to day number 3, and very early on, I think we only got 3 lots actually, and Makar Lodge, they offer up another bay colt by Fear the Dragon, this time out of the Christian Cullen mare in Gracie Lady, and another lovely, lovely family, Cam. So, yeah. This is a very good family. The Gracie Lady, so big update here is this is the 4th foal. The 3rd foal is a 3-year-old. Now, that 3-year-old called Dane Mora by betting line has placed at Nelson recently in the last couple of weeks since the catalogue went to print. Gracie Lady, in turn, is from Spring Thor. So she's a half for full to 8 winners, including Taylor Spring, the Ladyship Cup winner there in Victoria at Group 3. Also a half-sister to Quebec, the mother of Orphan Gone, who is won the Standardbred, NZB Standardbred Harness Million 3-year-old final, placed at Group 1, did Orphan Gone, and has registered also 2 Victorian wins to date. Above and Beyond has now the winner of 5, so 2 of those coming since the catalogue went to print. So What, now the winner of 11 in Victoria and placed on 2 occasions. And down in the last line of the pedigree there, Glenn Elgin Thompson, now the winner of 3 and placed on 13 occasions. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible, lot 313, Colt by Fear the Dragon.
You said there before about So What too with Lance Justice. Just keeps getting better and better. Hits purple patch of form and just gets better and better all the time over here. That is So What for Lance Justice down the bottom. Lot 330, Sweet Lou with the bling. We finally got one, Cam. I've had to wait a while. Probably aptly named now to Lady Gaga. A bit of a showman, this one.
Now, tell you, mate, press pause, will you, if you don't mind. Now, this is live, this is sort of recorded, but I didn't, there's another one of these ones that didn't have a video.
Rightio.
Sorry, mate.
You're right, so I'm back, so we're not 330. Yep.
314, if we go back to 314, there isn't currently a video available, but this is significant. 314, again, on the count of Rusty Neville there from Moa Creek. Got a very, very timely update here by Raging Bull. Now, the Group 1 sire here of the West Australian Cup winner in Wild West, just last night. In turn from the Live or Die mare in Heavenly Bliss. So this means the Colt is a half to Ronaldo, now the winner of 6 in New South Wales and placed on 2 occasions. The Heaven goes back to Heavenly Franco, so the dam being a half to Van Danta and Howard Hughes. And does go back to the same family here as Silent Major, multiple country cups place getter. Sire Stakes eligible, this is lot 314, Bay Colt by the new Group 1 sire here in Raging Bull.
Silent Major's a ripping horse over here. His country cups pace and everything. He's a real ripper. Yep, sorry about that, Cam. Do we go to 330 now? Or is there another
go 330 now.
Yes, so we're back.
No, go 330, mate.
Yep, so we're back to 330. Cam thinks I'm going to edit this. It's not going to happen. We're just, this is how we do it. If we're on farm, there'd be mistakes. So we're doing it this way, Cam. It's all good.
Exactly.
But it's this one, as I said, very well named and does have me bling. The Sweet Lou out of Lady Gaga.
Yeah, on the count of Shard Farm, good people there in Invercargill. Bay Colt from the Christian Cullen mare here in Lady Gaga. She's a dam of 4 foals to race, 4 winners. Okay, so there's an update to your pedigree. Shards in Manhattan, now the winner of 5 and placed on 9 occasions. And Lockhart Shard, now the winner of, who's now won a race and placed on 2 separate occasions since the catalogue went to print. The dam, she in turn from Sly Soki, so the dam being a half to Sly Flyin, the very good multiple Group 1 winner, Sly Flyin. The family also here of Smiling Sharp, multiple Group 1 winner. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Bathurst eligible, Bay Colt, this time lot 330 by Sweet Lou.
We then go to lot 334, a Bay filly for the White Stables, Cam, by Always Be Mickey at a Lou's Delight. Is that where we're going? Yep. We're trying to just make sure we get this going the right way for everyone, but there she is on screen, Cam.
The curveballs are finished from there.
Right.
Yeah. White Stables, again, this time on the count of property of Lou Driver. By the filly this time by Always Be Mickey, as we said before, he's doing a super job as Always Be Mickey. This time from the Better's Delight mare and Lou's Delight. She is a half-sister to Belfast, Drum Withers, Elroy Jetson, Luke John, Zen Mac. This is the first foal of the mare. Big updates to this family. Elroy Jetson now the winner of 31 in New South Wales and Victoria and placed on 3 occasions. Rocket Boy there in the second dam, now the winner of 5 in New South Wales, including winning the New South Wales Breeders' Challenge Eastern Regional Final at Group 3 level. Zenzina, the winner of 5 in New South Wales. Belfast now won 12 in USA and placed on 3 occasions. And Drum Withers now recorded 2 New South Wales wins and placed on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. Strength of Heart, now the winner of 3. So big updates through that family. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus and Breeders' Crown eligible. Lot 334, a Bay filly by Always Be Mickey.
We then move straight across the page to lot number 335. Another colt on offer. I think there was 4 of them in all for the Southern Bred guys by Fear the Dragon.
Yeah, Fear the Dragon, he's represented again here. Lot 335, this time from the Falcon Sealster mare here in Lillian. She's the dam of 9 foals to race, 7 winners, including Caesar's Folly, who's done a very good job there in Queensland. Group 1 place getter, multiple Group 3 winner, Group 2 winner. Tuapeka Tiz, who placed in the Mount Eden Sprint. Tuapeka Glory, now placed on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. The dam also, the colt, is a half to Petra's Star. The dam of Galactic Star is a very good horse in West Australia, now the winner of 28, and is placed on 3 further occasions. Tuapeka Trick, now the winner of 12 in the USA, and down the bottom of the pedigree there, Art Jester from Charlotte Grace is now the winner of 5 in South Australia and has placed again since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible, lot 335, a brown colt by Fear the Dragon.
Lot 338 is a Sweet Lou colt called Arden's Kiwi Lad.
Oh, you ain't going to have a crack at the dam's name? Okay, 338 here, Bay Colt, this time by Sweet Lou, and turned from the Christian Cullen mare in Loire de Nuit. I have practiced that one on several occasions. The dam of 5 foals to race, 4 winners here, including Better Watch Arden. Now, big update here, the winner of 3 now, 2 of those since the catalogue went to print, including 1 in 152. He is also placed. And so the dam's also left some Arden somewhere, Kiwi Stride. Goes back to the family here of Corby. So this is the Black Watch family we had through several times already today. But the family here of Black Murray, Laura Ella, Express Stride. Also they're very closely related to You're So Fine. That's lot 338. Colt by Sweet Lou.
And yes, Cam, as soon as I saw that, I thought, I've got nothing here. So I just, thankfully, it was named, so it was a lot easier for me to be able to deflect that one. I can go with this one. This is a Bay Colt out of Lulabella mid-through. Still a mouthful, but a lot easier for me. He's a Bay Colt by Better's Delight, so he's going to be very sought after because, as you said, there's not a lot in the sale, Cam.
Not a lot in the sale, not a lot bred on the cross, just a golden cross. This Better's out of the Cullen mare, 344. So this had a Lulabelle mid-through. She's the winner of 5. She's produced 4 foals to race, 3 winners there, including Louisiana Belle mid-through, the New Zealand Breeders' Stakes winner at Group 1 level. Let's go to the hop. Mid-through Louisiana Beau, which is an update here, now the winner of 3 and placed on 2 occasions. Does go back to the family here of Lucinda Midthrough. So this is Liberty Bell Midthrough's family, the West Australian Gold Nugget winner, West Australian Oaks winner at Group 1 level. Now, family also of See You Right, the sports rider horse there, who has now won in the USA since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 344, a Bay Colt by Better's Delight.
Yep, I'm right. I just got myself a little bit confused there, but he is a lovely colt. Very well presented by Bodine Breeding. Have Time Breeding. They offer We Have Time, a Bay Colt by Art Major out of the Better's Delight mare in Love to Have Time. I'm sure we'd all love to have a little bit more time sometimes, Cam. So.
Yeah, no, it's exactly 345 here on the count of Murray here and Have Time Breeding. Bay Colt by Art Major in turn from the race-winning Better's Delight mare. So that's, I think, significant too. Race-winning Better's mare and Love to Have Time. This is her first foal. She in turn from Diamond Bright. Does make the dam a fall there to Pembroke's Delight, the Group 1 winner of the 4-year-old mare's Diamond. And does come from the same family here as Smiling Armata, the Green Queensland Premier's Cup winner at Group 3. Family also of Soho Nike, Group 1 place getter. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 345, a bay colt by Art Major.
Now, the next one, Cam, I'm just going to go on for a little bit because this horse is for a very, very good cause. At De Niro Breeding have got behind it, and with the horse called Reset the Bar, with all proceeds for the sale of this colt going to a worthy cause. It's something that they've got behind to, I suppose, raise awareness for dementia, amongst other things, and be able to keep people trying something very different in the area. And I think well done to them. The reason I want to go on for a little bit, they're donating 100% of the proceeds to that, but I believe that the guys at NZB have also foregone all their entry fees and the likes as well to get this off the ground. So I think well done to everyone that's involved. It's great when everyone can come together and get behind it. It's what harness racing's about. It's what makes harness racing, I think, so special, the way we can get behind things. And I think hats off to everyone involved from the top of NZB to the bottom. I think everyone can say well done. You're doing a great job. So thank you very much to you guys for bringing harness racing into a great light. I think well done to you guys. So that's lot number 349. I'll throw to you now for the breeding, mate.
Yeah, 349. Just to touch on it, congratulations to Denario Breeding. What a fantastic cause they're supporting here in the Hawthorn Care Village, which I have seen the presentation from Mark and the team, and it does seem a fantastic idea. And at NZB, we're more than happy to help them on that quest to raise funds for that. So this is by Sweet Lou, lot 349 from the Sun Beach Somewhere mare. This is her first live foal. She in turn from Averill's Atom. Now she's the dam of 7 to race, 6 winners there, including Averill's Quest, the Group 3 Northern Breeders' Stakes place getter. In turn also the family here of She's a Cullen, the dam of Ideal Tyson, the Group 1 place getter of the West Australian Derby, who's now won 7 in the USA, one of those since the catalogue went to print. The family also of She's a Ball. So she placed in the Southern Oaks at Group 2 level, but more importantly, the dam of Rocker Bull, now the winner of 8 in West Australia, one of those since the catalogue went to print, and also Play Philly. She won the Lennon Memorial Stakes at Group 3, but has also registered a further 2 wins since the catalogue went to print, now the winner of 4. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 349, a bay colt by Sweet Lou.
And I do believe that Beale Street out of that family is not far off making a return, Cam, and he's quite a capable horse here in Australia. I think Mark O'Connor in that next year, I think when they do their videos, where instead of having a Where's Wally, we're going to have a Where's the Poodle, because I think it manages to pop up in every one of these videos in some form, and it's a little bit of a game to see exactly where this horse is. Lot number 354. So do you have time, Cam? That didn't start playing. Now we're right.
358, you mean?
358. Sorry, I got the numbers back to front.
Yeah.
Is a bay colt by Art Major out of Must Have Time.
Yes, Art Major out of the American Ideal mare, first foal of the mare. She in turn a half to better have time, who's placed on 2 occasions since the catalogue went to print. They hail from the family here of There Comes a Time. So you can see this is a very well homebred family of theirs. Goes back to Catch 22. Also the family here of Lockett's Rocket and Lord Lenny, the Group 2 and Group 3 winner. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 358, a bay colt here by Art Major.
Shard Farms, they offer up lot number 361, Delightful Molly. This is going to be on the breeding barn, being a filly out of a Badlands Hanover out of a Badlands Hanover mare by Art Major, Cam. Gives a couple of ticks before you even go looking at the pedigree.
Yeah, and when you actually start divulging into the pedigree, you get a few more ticks. I give you the tip. 361 again on the count of Shard Farm property, this time of Vin and Daff Devry, the estate of AD and Mrs. P.M. Blackler. Out of the Badlands Hanover mare, who's a good race mare too, and Natal Franco. She won the Nevelier Stud Stakes at Group 3. Placed in the New Zealand Oaks at Group 1 level. She's the dam of 3 foals to race, 3 winners, including Delightful Catherine. Now the winner of 7 in the USA, placed on 3 occasions also. The filly before you being a foal to Princess Arts, the Group 2 place getter of the Southern Oaks. She the dam Ultra Wise Guy, who's now won 8, including the Kaikoura Age Pace at listed level. and also the Central Otago Cup at Group 3 and the Invercargill Cup at Group 3 since the catalogue went to print. So it's a big update. And also another huge update, the full sister 3-year-old called Lady Arts by Art Major has had one start for one win since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown, Vicbred and Bathurst eligible. Lot 361, Bay Filly by Art Major.
A lot of very big updates in that family, actually, Cam. Very current updates,
Current family, yeah.
Must say that as well. So lot number 364 is just playing tricks on me as I get to it. Is a Bay Colt Major J. Art Major at a New Year's J, a Washington VC mare.
Yeah, she's a good mare too, New Year's J. This is lot 364 in the count of White Robe Lodge. So this is synonymous, probably more so here in New Zealand, with thoroughbred breeding. But BJ Anderton, he's a great man who does enjoy the odd pacer. This one being one of them in New Year's J, the dam of this colt here. Won the Hannah Memorial, placed in the Hannah Memorial, at Group 3, including the Morris Holmes Vast. Big update here. Her first foal's a 3-year-old, that being Jovial J by Sweet Lou, who's had 2 starts now for 1 win. Also the family here of Caught on the Edge, now the winner of 7 in New South Wales. Goes back to the family here of Nero's J, the Queensland Pacers Derby winner at Group 1 level. Sire Stakes and Vicbred eligible. This is lot 364, a Bay Colt by Art Major.
There'll be a lot of people watching that video and they'll be saying, didn't know we got in that one. There's people running everywhere. It was more than a Where's Wally, it's Where's Everyone as they're going. I don't think they were very keen on the camera, but they ended up in it. Lot number 369. I only have time. They have time, people. They're having some fun with their names, that's for sure, Cam.
Oh, play on words, mate. It's a play on words. As you said, the time when you actually get to know the stories, the names are actually quite good value, actually. This time here, so have time this time, 369. I only have time. By Art Major out of the Cullenmere 1 Christian. So update here, might have time. The 3-year-old by Better Than Cheddar has had 3 starts and recorded 1 win in 1 place since the catalogue went to print. The filly also being a half to Christian's Have Time, the Founders Cup place getter at Group 3, and also the City of Auckland Free-for-all at Group 2 level. Does hail back to the very good family here of One Dream, very, very good race mare. The family also here of Soul Ambition, Montana DJ, Current Horse. Also the family here of Baby-Faced Adder, who's a very good current horse in WA, now the winner of 15. Is placed in both the Mount Eden Sprint at Group 2 and the Northern Cup at Group 3 since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 369, a Bay Filly by Art Major.
A few of those in the sale. There's a few Always Be Mickeys in the sale too, but there's a good mix of them coming out of different dams, and this one is out of the Operative Asset, an Armbro Operative mare. Interestingly named horse, this one. I wonder, there's possibly a little bit of a backstory to how it may have got its name in Mistress, but we will happily just talk about the pedigrees, Cam.
Yeah, no, we won't ask questions. This one here on the count of Mr. Stephen Bowkey from Invercargill, Brand Filly, 374, the slot number. As we said, by Always Be Mickey from Operative Asset. She's the dam of 7 foals to race 5 winners, including the very good Cup source here in Belkmeister. Won the Rangura Classic at Group 3, placed at both the Invercargill Central Otago Cup and the Summer Cup there at Addington at Group 3 level. Also the family of Takatimu Express. I'm Jimmy James, now the winner of 5 in New South Wales. 3 of those coming since the catalogue went to print. The filly is also a half to the City Light there, the mother of Royal Gamble, who's now won 14 in New South Wales. 1 of those coming since the catalogue went to print. And then does go back to the very good family here of Cash Asset, the mother of Happy Asset and also Mighty Khan. Sire Stakes, Nevliar, Caduceus, Breeders' Crown and Vicbred eligible. This is lot 374, Brown Filly by Always Be Mickey.
378 is a Bay Colt called Sky High, and this is again another Ultimate Machette, which throws that little interesting mixture, because this horse is pretty closely related to one of its siblings there in Cloud 9, Cam, so it throws up a little bit of a different side of things, I suppose.
Yeah, no, so just shows you the blood works with the family. So this on the account of Graham and Ann Mee, the great people there at Wingatui, property of Phil and Margaret Crichton and Graham and Ann. This is 378, Bay Colt, as we said, the son of Better's Delight and Ultimate Machete, which just as a side, Phil and Margaret had an interest in racing Ultimate Machete, so that's great. He won the free-for-all at Group 1 level, the Sire Stakes final at Group 1, and he went to Australia and he did win the West Australian Gold Nugget. Yes, I was there that night. His oldest progeny just yearlings, and out of a family that's doing a good job. So the Damn Princess of Diamonds, so she is already left Hit the Sky, who's placed again since the catalogue went to print. Cloud 9 now placed on 2 further occasions. Seventh Heaven placed on 5 occasions since the catalogue went to print. And also the colt is a 3/4, to Star and Diamonds, the mother of Star Watch, who's now won 5 in WA. Goes back to Beefy T, Ronaldo, Better Move It and Have Time. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 378, a bay colt by Ultimate Machete.
Yeah, quite a strong colt too. How old is Graham?
He's got a wee bit of age on him.
Yeah.
We won't. Yeah.
I think it's great. The other way, I'm just going to say, I think it's great. I think it's
he would have had a big day today. So the day of recording this, we've just had the Wingatui races at Wingatui, obviously, and he's the clerk of the course there. So
serious.
He's still working hard. Yeah, no, he's a good man.
Wow, he is indeed. Brilliant name for a horse, and I know there's a backstory to it. But Captain Norman K, lot number 379, a bay colt by Captain Treacherous.
Yeah, Shard Farm again. We haven't had many of these Captain Treacherouses on this wee journey we've had, Paul. But like he's doing a good job, Captain Treacherous. He's a sire of 137 individual runners for 105 individual winners, including Group 1 horses like Tough Tilly. It's all about faith. In turn from the Western Ideal mare and Priscilla Shard. She's left a winner, including Romeo Shard, who's now the winner of 6 and placed on 1 occasion. So big update there. The second dam being She's Mighty, so the Priscilla Shard being a half to both Mighty Cullen, like Messiah, Mr. Presley, and it does go back to a family you'll know, or a horse you'll know reasonably well, and Rick Riley, the winner of the Elmore Cup, the Gunbower Cup, placed in the stall, and Cranbourne Cups, I think, so all since the catalogue went to print. Very
progressive horse too. He's come a long way in a short time, Rick Riley, and you're right, he's trained locally. And very, very progressive current horse, which is always good for form, and real goer actually. He's done a good job. So that's lot number 379. We move now for Macca Lodge, a bay colt by Always Be Mickey out of the Better's Delight mare in Rack on Tour. Sorry, Cam, I didn't have everything ready to go. No, that wasn't my issue. My issue was the video, trying to get it up. No, it's all good, mate. It's up there now.
Okay, Macca Lodge again, bay colt, as we said, by the Always Be Mickey out of the Better's Delight mare here. Now, she's produced 4 foals to race, 3 winners there, including Talk Her Up. She won a heat of the Neville filly, set a New Zealand record before heading to West Australia and competing in the Lombo Mares final at Group 3, placed on that occasion. The colt also being a half to Not a Word, who's now the winner of 4 in the USA and has placed on a further occasion since the catalogue went to print. Raconteur is in turn from Let Her Talk. So the dam being a half there to Mac 2, who's now the winner of 28 in the USA and placed on 4 further occasions. The family also here of Eloquent Mac. Tuapeka Maddie pops up in the pedigree here. So this is a family we've had through earlier today, the family of Colpeka. Tuapeka Jesse, now the winner of 10 in the USA, and Sugar Street, now winning 8 in West Australia. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown and Vic Breed eligible. This is lot 381, a bay colt by Always Be Mickey.
We are getting towards the end of the sale, Cam. I might have been a bit late on pushing the button for that one to stop. I might be showing it, but it's a big sale. It's a big draft for the guys at Southern Red. So I appreciate everyone that stayed in and is listening to us as we go. We haven't got a lot left to go, but this little one, going to have a lot of eyes on him. Lot number 383, Uniquely Arden, Lazarus, out of the Badlands Hanover mare in Real Wings.
Yeah, on the count of Arden Lodge. So this is a horse who should get a bit of attention mention here, lot 383, Bay Colt by Lazarus, the son of Bettor's Delight. Absolute cracking racehorse was Lazarus, as most of us will know. His oldest Australasian progeny, just yearlings, out of a race-winning Badlands Hanover mare here in Real Wings. So the dams produced 3 foals to race, 3 winners, including Arden Velocity, who's now placed on 9 occasions, so 4 further placings since the catalogue went to print. The dam Real Wings in turn from 2 Pecker Wings, so the dam being a half to Ideal Scott, the Northern Derby winner at Group 1 level, went to Queensland, won the Queensland Pacing Championship at Group 1 level, and also the Blacks of Fate. And then does the dam then in turn from Maureen's Dream. So this is the Reality Check family. So this is the family of Ultimate Sniper, Ultimate Machete, and the list goes on and on. So this is an interesting family, the family of 2 sires, which we don't often have here in standardbred breeding. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 383, a bay colt by Lazarus.
It's quite interesting when you're talking about a colt by Lazarus and you start talking about Ultimate Sniper and Ultimate Machete. It's just really, throws up a lot.
So you actually, and if you're a real breeding buff, you look for crosses that work. And just to progress, Lazarus obviously being by Bettor's Delight. Look at the Bettor's Delight winners in that family.
Yep. Yeah, and keep people going and the likes. This is a problem. Myself and Cam, we're aware, like we've been going for about an hour and 30. So as I said, we appreciate everyone watching it. We're conscious of time. We could give these a lot more time, a lot of these. It's painful for you and I to just skim over these as quick as what we are, mate. But we will keep our head down and backside up.
Multiple Group 1 winners at talking, aren't we?
We are indeed. Now, Cam, I just wanted to do a check because I went through a few pages. 390.
390, mate.
Yep, no, that's okay. As I said, I try not to skim over any of the other people if I can help it. Lot number 390 is Arden's Bounty, again for Arden Lodge. We just went from 1. A Captain Treacherous out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare in Rock and Roll Arden.
Yeah, so account of Arden Lodge. So notable here, Paul, is that this was foaled on the 2nd of January. So this is effectively bred Northern Hemisphere time. Bay Colt 390 by Captain Treacherous out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare in Rock and Roll Arden. She's a great race mare, won 4 as a 2 and 3-year-old, placed on 12 occasions, but she did win the Caduceus Club of Southland 2-year-old Classic at Group 3 level, multiple Group 1 place getter. She's a dam of 2 foals to race, 2 winners, one of those being Arden Roanoke, who's now the winner of 4 Victorian and Tasmanian wins and 3 placings since the catalogue went to print. Also, Arden's Delight, who's now the winner of 3 and placed on 4 occasions. She in turn, the dam in turn from Winter Rose. So this is the family we've had through earlier. So you can see here, again, very, very closely related here to South Coast Arden. They were now the winner of 12, including the New Zealand Free-for-All at Group 1 level and placed in the New Zealand Cup. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 390, a bay colt by Captain Treacherous. Right
on cue, Cam. You timed your run to perfection. You're actually getting better at it this going along. Now, Mark O'Connor he's had a bit going on in this sale. He's done a great job for raising awareness for and helping the older people and the likes, doing a terrific cause. Best name in the sale, and I hate to say it because there is some really, really good ones, but I can't believe they get Mickey Jagger. I just think it is a cracker. A colt by Always Be Mickey. Great name.
Yeah, and the Count of Denario breeding again. Bay colt out of the Presidential Ball mare this time. She the winner of 8, and she's a ball. She placed at Group 2 level there in the Southland Oaks. She's produced 3 foals to race, 3 winners. Good winners too, that being Rockaball. Now the winner of 8 in WA and has placed again since the catalogue went to print, but it is a current Group 3 performer there in WA. Play Philly, who is a current Group 3 horse as well, the winner of 4, 2 of those since the catalogue went to print. Second dam being Averill's Atom, so the family here of Averill's Quest. The family of Ideal Tyson, now the winner of 7 in USA. And in the bottom line of the pedigree there, Magnifico to Watch, now the winner of 11 in New South Wales, one of those coming since the catalogue went to print. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown, Vic Bred and Bathurst eligible. Lot 399, a bay colt by Always Be Mickey.
Yep, and as I said, where's Wally? It's where's the poodle, because it features pretty heavily in that one. Again, another little bit of a gap, so I'm just going to go lot number 407, Cam. if that's the right one.
Yeah, I've actually got one here, 402.
Right, so luckily
I've got a sneaky for you.
Yep, that's very good. So lot number 402, I don't have a banner for that, but we'll get to that one. It is a bay colt by Rock and Roll Heaven out of Smiles for Miles for the faithfuls. Cracker Rock.
Yeah. Yep, no, Chelsea's produced on the account of good friend Gary Preston. Bay colt, as you said, by the son of Rock and Roll Hanover here in Rock and Roll Heaven. He's the sire of good horses like Expensive Ego, Heaven Rocks, AG's White Sox, out of the race-winning Grinmere and Smiles for Miles, and does hail from the same family here as Wicklaw, Davey Maguire. Mitch Maguire's family there, the Group 1 winner of the Golden Slipper Stakes. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible, lot 402, is a bay colt by Rock and Roll Heaven.
We'll then go to lot number 407, and as I said, there'll be a lot of people getting very, very late in the sale and very, very deep. There's going to be a lot of eyes. We've only got 4 more lots to highlight. All 4 are going to be on everyone's radar. Including this this filly, sorry. And this is what surprised me a little bit, that they've offered this one up, but a filly by Captain Treacherous out of the beautiful mare in Southwind Arden, a Better's Delight mare. This is a cracker, this one, Cam.
Yeah, no, and this will have a lot of appeal. Arden Lodge have done a great job and produced another filly, lot 407 this time here by the son of Sun Beach here in Captain Treacherous from Southwind Arden. She's a great mare herself. She won 9. Including the Winter Cup. She placed in the Ring Euro Classic at Group 3 and also the Northern Breeders' Stakes at Group 3 level. She's produced 3 foals to race, 3 winners, and does make it a 3/4 there to South Coast Arden, who's now the winner of 12 and placed on 7 occasions. That one of those wins being the New Zealand Free-For-All at Group 1 level, and 2 of those placings being the New Zealand Cup at Group 1 and also the Kaikoura Cup, all since the catalogue went to print. The family also here of Platinum Stride, which is a full relation to the filly, which is a Group 1 place getter, multiple Group 1 place getter. And there's a new horse on the page, Indiana Arden, a 3-year-old by Pan Pacific Flight, has qualified since the catalogue went to print. And then we do go back to the second dam being Winter Rose, the family we've had through quite often today, the family of Better Strike, Arden's Choice, Rock and Roll Arden. Sire Stakes, Nevelier and Caduceus eligible. This is lot 407, a bay filly by the son of Sun Beach somewhere in Captain Treacherous.
Got to be careful how you say this, Cam, but not very often when you go to a son of a sire that it probably improves it. When you've got South Coast Arden who's by Sun Beach somewhere, but the Captain Treacherous are probably... people probably enjoy them a little bit more than the Sun Beach Somewheres, if you know what I mean. And what people weren't necessarily knocking on, but there's a lot more love for sons of Sun Beach Somewhere. So I think it actually improves this breed that little bit in that going forward.
Yeah, no, well, it just shows you sire lines, you know, and we see it more in the thoroughbred where we chase sire lines, and this is a sire line that people are after, and it just shows you the cross works with both the sire and the grandsire.
Yep.
There's 2 horses there that are winners by the grandsire and a current winner by the sire.
Yep, so it's very, very big and just continual followation. Mysterious Telf is lot number 411. That's the second of the American Ideals I believe we've spoken about today, Cam, for Shard Farms. Yeah,
Shard Farm on the count of Russell Morton. Good man, Russell. Lot 411, bay colt this time. By American Ideal, as you said, from the race-winning Caprock mare here in Super Telf. She has produced 5 foals to race, 5 winners, including Magical Telf, now the Group 2 winner of the Melton Plate there. The new horse being Saviour Telf, now won 2 and placed on 1 occasion since the catalogue went to print. Now that win coming, one of those wins coming in 158.7, so does get black print. So she does have the 5 winners there, all in black print. And she does hail from Holmes at Court, so the dam being a half to Court Jasper. The family also here of Paddington Central. And Mackerel at the bottom of the page here, the Group 1 place getter. Sire Stakes eligible. This is lot 411, a bay colt by American Ideal.
We've only got 2 more to highlight, Cam, for the Southern Bred guys, but we're down to the last 5. But intriguing saddle from a new NZB point of view, because you're finishing with a bit of a bang. Some of the pedigrees in some of these last few horses is going to make people sit around and stay around for the entire sale on day 3, aren't they?
Well, it's the glory of the way we catalogue them. The dam's name moves forward every year, so you do get everyone does get a good go. And as I say, it's ironic that we just end up with a great run of horses towards the end of the day, which, as you know and I know, at any bloodstock sale, when you get towards the end, people go a bit silly anyway. They can go silly on good pedigrees this time round.
If you want to be where I am, if you want to see silly towards the end of the day. We're doing 412 now, which is a brown colt by Always Be Mickey out of Surprise Party, a Christian Cullen mare herself. Offered up for price bloodstock, only got 2 this year. This is the second of theirs.
Yeah, so Surprise Party being a Cullen mare, as I said, this is lot 412, the colt by Always Be Mickey. She a race-winning Cullen mare, and Surprise Party. She's produced 3 foals to race, 3 winners, including Repartee, who's now placed on 5 further occasions. Stag Party's doing a good job, and also Yankee Party, now the winner of 5 and placed on 8 occasions. Second Dam's a pretty good mare too, and Champagne Party. She's Group 1 winner here in New Zealand of the Premier Mares Championship. She placed at Group 1 in the New Zealand Standardbred Breeders' Stakes. Won the Queen of the Pacific at Group 2 level over there in Australia. And does make the dam a half to Democrat Party, the Group 1 winner. The family also of Debutante Party now won 4 in New South Wales since the catalogue went to print. Republican Party has now won 5, including placing at the New Zealand Sire Stakes 2-year-old final at Group 1 level, and then does go back to BG's Dream. So the family here of Another Party, the multiple Group 1 winner. It's a great family, this. Sire Stakes, Breeders' Crown, Vic Bred and Bathurst eligible. This is lot 412, a brown colt by Always Be Mickey.
And then we roll over to lot number 413 for Have Time Breeding, and thankfully they've got one that I can relate to in Never Have Time. A colt by Art Major out of the Holmes Hanover mare. I'm not going there. That one's for you, Cam. We're getting late into the sale, mate.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're referring to the fact that you never have time, or you bet you have time? I don't know about that. 413 bay colt by Art Major out of the Holmes Hanover mare here in Savannah, Hanover. She's a Southern Oaks winner at Group 2 level. She's a dam of 6 foals to race, 4 winners, 5 winners, 6. So she's a dam actually here of 6 foals to race. And she is now actually the dam of 6 foals to race, 6 winners. So there's a big update there, including Wanna Bet, who's doing a good job over there in WA, Better Than Breathe, the Group 2 place getter. Now, Won't Have Time has now registered a win since the catalogue going to print. And also Bet You Have Time has now registered a win and placed on 3 further occasions. So big updates there to the pedigree. So the dam being the dam of 6 foals to race, 6 winners. Sire Stakes and Breeders' Crown eligible. This is lot 413, a bay colt by Art Major.
He is indeed, and you didn't say the dam either. I noticed you left me. You weren't worried too much about me either. So
Savannah Hanover.
Savannah Hanover, thank you very much.
Savannah Hanover.
That is a wrap of the Southern Bred, Southern Red, which we are here to promote, but we're actually here to promote the whole sale. So your sale starts next Sunday, the 13th of February in Auckland, and then the Christchurch sale goes from the 14th through to the 16th. Just knocked me camera. Luckily, I stayed in focus. At Canterbury Park. Obviously, it's a moving feast with COVID, and everything keeps changing. So hopefully by then things might have changed a little bit for the better, and that can. But if people want a catalogue in Australia, unfortunately, I don't have any more. I've had a couple of people ringing me the last couple of days. Online, though, gives you everything. There's nothing you can't get online that you can get in the paper version anyway, and go. So make sure they go there to get it, and it will be streamed live. All your sales will be streamed live on your New Zealand Bloodstock page, I believe.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like if you don't have a catalogue, the likelihood of us getting one to you now is nil. If you've got an iPad, one of the better ways to get an interactive version of the catalogue is download the Equine Line app, which we used to. I don't know if we still do. We used to have a bit of a page in the page here in the catalogue, but if not, go to your Apple App Store, and download the Equine Line app. Look for the New Zealand Bloodstock Standardbred Yearling Sale catalogue. Download that, and the catalogue's in the palm of your hand.
And you can write on those pads now. You can get pens. You can write on them, scribble on them. So it's all the same. Just don't have to turn. You don't have to turn a page.
You can do everything.
Yeah, just touch a little bit and away you go. So yeah, that's actually really, really cool. And that, but yeah, don't forget 13th of February at Karaka. Starts what time, Cam? I'll throw him.
Starts 12 noon.
12 o'clock, yeah, because we're 2 o'clock. And then Canterbury, 14th through to 16th. Trotters on the 14th, 15th and 16th for the Pacers. Heaps and heaps to choose from. Make sure you get time to go through your catalogue. Check it out online. Cam Bray, thank you very much for joining me, mate. Really appreciate it. It's late on a Saturday, Arvo.
Mate,
yep.
Just quickly.
Yep.
Just quickly, mate. For those Kiwis watching, if you haven't registered, you do have to register your interest for the sale if you do want to attend. There's no public, there's no general admission, there's no children. It's limited number of owners, and if you do wish to register to buy, you do have to get in touch with us ASAP through Rachel to ensure yourself a start on sale day.
And that's including the online, so yeah, you can you want to be registered prior. Don't leave it to the last minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I think. You're right.
If nothing, COVID's not taught us anything. We just need to be super prepared.
Absolutely, and you know. As I said, I'm here doing stuff for Nutrien, and I can just say Cam just left me for a minute. No, he's back.
There, Paul, you might have.
You did something then, not me. I think our internet might be dying, Cam. I'm not sure. Are you back? It doesn't matter.
We're back on board now. I think you're back on board. Back on board.
We've got through all this, but we just had a slight technical glitch there. But I'll just say, and then Cam, that here at Nutrien, everyone left it to the last minute, and unfortunately. They got 7 lots in and the whole system crashed because people are like, I haven't registered. Can be so easily avoided. You can do it months and months out. So anyone that wants to get involved with this NZB sale, make sure you get involved in it, get into it early and save the system overload and save yourself the stress because there's always bargains. They can be lot number 1 or lot number 414. It doesn't matter where you are in the sale catalogue. There's always can be a bargain. So you just got to be ready, prepared, sit back and enjoy it. If you can't get there, watch the live streams. You can bet online, like over the phone, or bid on online, or you can register and go from there as well.
Perfect. Yeah, no, exactly. No, we have everything. If you need any help, just get in touch. We can poke you in the right direction. No problems at all.
nzb.co.nz. Am I right? I'm sure that's what it is. Yep, .co.nz.
Definitely.
And you can email, I think it says there, reception is the email for nzb.co.nz. But get in touch with Cam or any of the guys. You're just Cam at NZB, aren't you?
Cam.bray at nzb.co.nz. Or numbers in the catalogue or online there, just check it out, get in touch, no stress. Yep,
don't leave it to the last minute, guys. Get prepared. If you're still watching Campbell's comments, I'm going to be catching up with Brecon Farms and a couple of others later this week. Might even have a couple of guys on from Southern Bred. Might even have to catch up with Nigel when I get home, all in my spare time, but we'll get it. I'm going to call myself, I'm going to give me name to those people who have no time. I think they've got it sorted out. Cam, thanks very much, mate. We've tried our best to be as 100% sensible as we can all the way through. I don't think we deviated too much, so I think we've done a good job. But and good luck to everyone selling horses, especially to the guys from Southern Red. Really appreciate the support they give me, and thank them very much, mate. So thank you.
All good, mate. No, pleasure. Thank you, guys.